I invested a lot of political capital in forming the Canyon School District. What many may not know is that for 6 years I served as a school community group chair at Bella Vista, was instrumental in getting that playground rebuilt, getting $500,000 raised to build that playground. I served then on the Jordan Education Foundation for many years and have been very involved with education for most of my kids' lives. I recognized, however, that there was a strong polarization taking place in the Jordan School District, with high growth on the west side and no growth virtually on the east side. When we passed the 2003 bond, there was a promise that 20% of those funds would come to renovate schools on the east side. In the end, only 3% was spent on the east side. Many believe that the whole motivation for creating the Canyon School District was somehow to distance ourselves from any responsibility for the growth on the west side. Nothing could be further from the truth. What we were really all about was trying to create an environment, an educational environment that was good for the kids who lived on the east side. All you had to do was compare the dilapidated and old schools that our kids were attending to the brand new, very modern technological schools on the west side to see that there was a huge inequality. And after we saw how the district split the money from the 2003 bond, we recognized that was never going to change. It was inequitable to ask the school board and the school district to try and equitably divide resources between such disparate interests. The bigger concern to me as the mayor of the city was that I now had two dilapidated closed elementary schools in my city, and I had an old middle school. So the question was, what does that do to our city? When people would come to Cottonwood Heights and look about living there, what's the first thing they look at? They look at schools. Our schools were not impressive. People were not persuaded to live in Cottonwood Heights. It was affecting the image and the value of our community. So we knew that if we could create our own school district, that we could then redirect our own tax dollars into rebuilding educational opportunities for our kids and allow those who are on the west side to do the same thing for their kids, because the interests were so disparate. Ironically, they are talking about passing a large bond on the west side right now. If we had remained one district, I really believe that bond would fail, because people on the east side would probably say, gee, we don't want more taxes for something that's not going to benefit us any more than the last one. So by splitting the district, we were able to get alignment of interests of affinity on the west side and the east side. As a result of forming the Canyons District, Cottonwood Heights has significantly benefited. Number one, we have our brand new Butler Middle School. We have a rebuilt Bella Vista. Butler is on the schedule to be rebuilt, Butler Elementary. Ridgecrest was remodeled, and Canyon View was remodeled. We have very, very good schools to match the very, very good teachers that we have already in our schools. Brighton High School, at some point in the next 10 or 15 years, will get a major remodel. All of that is made possible through the formation of the Canyons District and creating environments where our kids can learn better. But more importantly, Cottonwood Heights has benefited because we were able to partner with Canyon School District to form Mountain View Park. We were able to partner with the Canyon School District to do Butler Park in a way that was beneficial. We had originally planned to build a city hall where Cottonwood Heights Elementary was. We surrendered that dream so that they could build a school on the property, not have to move the kids, with the agreement that they would turn it all into open space. Again, the city has been very influential, and the citizens are benefiting from having a much better park amenity at Butler. And in addition, we've been able to put $1 million into the renovation of Butler Middle School so that we can have a shared facility in the auditorium for our community arts programs. So once again, by partnering with Canyon School District, we were able to stretch taxpayer dollars and create an amenity for our community that is going to be unequaled, because that auditorium is fabulous. So I firmly believe that the whole concept of forming the Canyon School District was founded in creating a better educational environment for our kids and creating a better image of Cottonwood Heights as a city. Now when people come to Cottonwood Heights and look about living here, they look at the schools and they are very impressed. Well, what does that do? It not only improves the image of the city, but it increases the property values for everyone and improves the education for our kids, all without damaging the educational opportunities for anyone on the west side. That was our vision, that was our dream, that's what we've been able to accomplish.